Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. JLR Investigates just put in the chat. Thanks for joining, everyone. Come on in. Welcome. Covering the Moscow, Idaho Bryan Kohberger case. Thanks for coming on. JLR Investigates here. And we're going to share an interview that Madison Mogen's father gave yesterday to WKR or KREM News. They actually sat down with, Ben Mogen sat down with them, drinking coffee, as you see to the side of me, and he gave an interview. And I watched some of the interview, and it's good to hear from the victims' families. We haven't heard from Ben Mogen. His name is Ben Mogen. We haven't heard from him very much, right? We don't really know much about him. He shared a little bit, when the remembrance was going on, he talked a little bit. But other than that, he's kind of stayed out of the limelight and hasn't, been out there, for a year. The tragedy happened a year ago. Yesterday was the 1-year anniversary. I was watching the vigils last night. Sound is a little bit low. I can't hear me. Can you hear me? What's going on? Are we getting better? What's going on? We have an echo. Sound isn't very loud. Let me see. Let me fix this up. Let me fix this. Are we working better? That's interesting. Nope, we're not working better. Okay, so we're going to share this interview right now.
Well, Ben, first off, I just want to say thank you so much for agreeing to meet with us. I know this has been an extremely difficult year, to say the least. How are you doing 1 year after? I know that's a loaded question.
Well, I'm hanging in there. I have the best family and support system that I could ask for, and we're hanging in there. We've spent a lot of time together and thinking about Maddie and just trying to live our best lives that she would want us to live,
You've known Maddie her whole life. Tell us, who is Maddie Mogen? Or as you call Maddie May, right?
Maddie May Mogen, yes. She was the sweetest, smart, loving. She was the best. She never caused me one day of stress in my life. She was the best child I could have asked for, and we miss her so much.
Tell us about.
Hold on, Tim. I just want to make sure the mic isn't. Can you set that one's fine, but I think maybe that one it might be clicking a little bit. Can we just set it on maybe right here?
Yeah.
Sometimes when the cord runs against something.
Do we need to redo anything?
No.
Okay. Ben, tell us about Maddie from where she was born to where she grew up. Give us we want to honor Maddie. Tell us about Maddie's childhood.
Well, Maddie was born in Eugene, Oregon. We lived down in Oregon for a few years, and so she was born there, and we had a nice little life, just really simple, and then we moved up here when she was almost 4, and she did well in school. She had friends. She always had lots of friends, and she loved music. That she probably got that from me. We definitely enjoyed our music together, and then later on going to see live music. But she grew up here in Coeur d'Alene, and just a few blocks from here. And she had such a bright future ahead of her. And we just miss her every day.
Ben, we're meeting at a Starbucks right now. I asked you where you would want to meet, and you mentioned the Starbucks here in Coeur d'Alene. Why did you pick this location?
Well, the last time that we ever went somewhere together, it was here. She was heading back to college, and we wanted to see her before she went back to school. So my mom and I set up a little breakfast or coffee date here, and we met with her, and she drove back to Moscow, and then we only saw each other one time after that. It was at my dad's house for a 4th of July dinner. And so this was the second to last time I spent time with Maddie.
So I'm sure even just walking in.
One last thing, can I just move your collar? It's just hitting that mic.
Oh yeah.
Is that okay?
Sorry, guys.
No problem. Should I move it down a little?
Yeah. Just between that and the chain, it was kind of
Okay.
hitting. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, start again.
No,
It's
you're
okay.
fine.
So Ben, when you come here to Starbucks, at this particular Starbucks, does it bring back any memories of your daughter?
Yeah. We sat right. There used to be a table right over here, and that's the one that we sat at. And yeah, every time I even drive by here, I think about seeing her here and just how much I wish she was here with us.
It's obvious. It's obvious that this is difficult for you. Where are you in the stages of grief right now?
Well, I've been seeing counseling, just one-on-one counseling with a wonderful woman, and but I was going every week for about 9 months, I would say, and then the last month or so I've just been doing every other week. So I think that's a sign that I'm moving in the right direction. But it's I read a little grief book. I read a passage from it every day that helps me through. And like I said, my support I have at work and at home and with my family. I mean, that's really what gets me through. Is just the people in my life. And another big thing is just my sobriety. I've been able to stay clean through this, and that's a huge thing. We go to AA and NA meetings, my wife and I do, and that helps a lot too, because it's really easy to spiral down after something like this. I've been able to keep my head up.
I love that. It's very evident that you raised a very bright daughter. She just radiates, the smile and the joy that she brought was so evident. You talked about how she impacted so many people, and you still hear from those people, strangers even. Mm-hmm. What do they say to you?
I'll be working, I work at concerts and sports events doing security, and I'll have people come up to me even now, a year later, and say, hey, I just wanted to tell you how much Maddie meant to me, whether it was a teacher or someone she used to work with, but it still happens, and I didn't realize how many lives that she was able to touch in her short life, and everyone has just the best things to say about her, just that she was so sweet and just loving and just a good person.
So is it comforting for you to hear from those strangers?
Yeah, I like to hear positive, happy things and memories about Maddie. That light went off.
Oh.
Is that okay?
I didn't want to draw attention to it. I'm glad you caught it. There we go.
Yeah, I might have to switch the battery out.
Okay, that's fine. These batteries die quick.
I also brought she wrote me a Father's Day card, the last Father's Day that we had, and so I brought it with me. Yeah.
Oh.
And, it's really sweet.
It's so sweet.
But, if you want me to read it or something.
Yeah, that might be good. Let's.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, whatever.
Cool. Ben, we talked a lot about Maddie growing up. A big part of her childhood was her best friend Kaylee. another one of the victims in the stabbing. I'm gonna say that again. Ben, you talked about her childhood, and part of her childhood was her best friend Kaylee. They were like sisters. Tell us about their friendship.
Yeah, they really had a really special friendship. She and her sisters were like family to Maddie. That whole family took her in, and they would go on trips together, and they really clicked, and it was fun to see them go through their little ups and downs as a couple of just best friends growing up and going through high school and middle school. And, it was fun to see them. They were fun to watch.
It really did seem like they did everything together.
Yeah.
I heard something about they wrote a letter to their high school or something to go to a different school. Do you know that story or something? Okay, maybe it was something else I was thinking of.
I know what you're talking. They had to. So they went to charter for middle school, and they wanted to go to the public school for their freshman through senior years, and they had to give a presentation to the parents saying all the reasons that they thought it was a good idea why they should be switching schools, because charter is really high academic standards, and we wanted to make sure that they had that they were doing it with for the right reasons, I guess.
I love it. They concocted a plan.
Yeah, but it worked.
So from childhood, middle school, and then high school, and then you find out your daughter is going to college. She's going to the University of Idaho, which is just down the road.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was like hearing that your daughter was going to be a Vandal?
Yeah, I was excited. It was going to be close enough that we'd be able to see her. She could come home on weekends, and but still, it was going to be far enough away that she could feel like she was living her own life and being independent, and having her own little hometown was special for her. And so I was so proud that she wanted to take that next step and do it right out of high school. And she just was. We went out to a dinner with some of her professors after everything happened, and they told me about how she was in the classroom and how she would just kind of take charge on projects, and she was kind of a leader in her group, in her class, and it was fun to hear that side of her, because you never know how your kid is when they're at school,
Well, obviously Maddie never got to walk across the stage, but last spring she was awarded a posthumous degree.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you're proud of your daughter. When they announced that, what did that mean to you?
Oh, that was so special, and the University of Idaho has done such an amazing job just honoring her and the other students, and making it really comfortable for the families. And everything that they did at the graduation was really nice, and walking across the stage and picking up that diploma for her that she earned. They didn't just give it to her because they were trying to be nice. She earned all those credits, and she got that degree, and we're so proud of her still.
I want to transition. Ben, did you know, is it Jake Schreiger?
Yeah.
Ben, tell us about Jake Schreiger. He spoke at the memorial for Maddie. Talk about their relationship.
Oh, I love Jake. Jake and Maddie had a really beautiful relationship, and they were so happy together, made each other so happy, and he's such a solid, just fun guy. And I just actually went to lunch with him. He's over in Spain now, and he's teaching English over there. And the day before he flew out, we went over and had lunch over at Capone's in Post Falls, and had a really nice talk. And he's over there just on a new adventure, trying to move past this. But I'll always keep in touch with Jake. I really wanted to see my daughter and Jake. together.
I know that's so hard to talk about, so thank you for being so open.
You're welcome.
I want to transition a little bit. What was it, do you remember the day that you received the phone call about what happened to your daughter?
Yeah, I was watching a movie by myself at the theater, and I got a couple calls from my mom and from Karen, and I thought something must be going on because the
Oh, we can start over. Is
yeah,
that your phone? You're
that's
good?
my phone.
Okay. Is it-
I can.
I didn't hear you say something.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
So tell us about that night.
Yeah, so I was at the theater watching a movie, and I got a couple calls, one from my mom and then one from Karen, and they were right back to back. And so I took the call, and my mom just said, "You have to come home, come to her house," and didn't tell me anything else. And so the worst things came to my head, but it still wasn't as bad as what it ended up being. But yeah, I'll obviously never forget that night. But I spent the rest of the night just with my family, just trying to make some sense out of this. And yeah, it's just horrific. I hope no one ever has to go through something like that.
Are you following the legal proceedings right now?
I get updates from the prosecutor's office by email. I try and get the information that way rather than watching the news about it, because it's just hard seeing that guy's face. And I can kind of cut right to the chase when I just get the emails that they send me. So I try and kind of turn the channel when it comes on the TV, to be honest. But yeah, I know what's going on with the case when things happen with it.
And not to mention misinformation around this case.
Yeah.
Has that been difficult to see what people say about the kids?
I just don't go on social media. I don't look at any of that stuff. I know it's out there, but I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't let anything like that really taint what I'm going. It's hard enough already just as it is, and I just don't try and bring any negativity into my life that I don't need. So, and I've been able to do that. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. What does justice look like for you?
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that question.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate your honesty. Let's just talk about Maddie Mayday. Can you tell me more about Maddie Mayday? Where did the idea come from, and what was it like to celebrate Maddie Mayday?
Yeah, so Maddie Mayday is something that my sisters came up with, and we just wanted to have her birthday be a day that we celebrate and that makes people's lives better in the name of Maddie May. And so we decided to make it to where Maddie Mayday is May 25th, and so every year on that day we're going to just do a random act of kindness for someone or for some people. And so this year we baked cookies and took them to all of her teachers at all of her schools, at her grade school and middle school and high school. And that's what my mom chose to do for her good deed. And everyone kind of did something different that was personal to them and that would honor Maddie's memory in the way that we wanted. So we just wanted to, we didn't want it to be something where people had to, spend money or spend, it was just as much or as little as you want to do, and just do it in her honor. And yeah, it went really well. I was really amazed at all the different things that people did.
What were some of the things that you heard about?
People were buying coffees or meals at restaurants for people, and then kind of pass it on, type of a thing, or at drive-throughs like they do here at the coffee shops, and yeah, things like that, and yeah, going and raking someone's yard or mowing someone's lawn. I think it was more lawn mowing kind of thing back then in May. So, but yeah, there was just doing nice things for people. And yeah, there's a page that they made that people could go and post what they did. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
That's your daughter's legacy.
yes,
The kindness that she showed, and you may not hear all the stories.
right.
What is that? Talk about that legacy, knowing that your daughter touched so many lives and will continue to on future Maddie May Days and even outside of Maddie May Days. How has your daughter's legacy shined in this last year?
I think that all the good things that she did for people that made their lives better kind of came to the surface, and we were able to hear just how great of I didn't have any idea, barely any of this stuff that I found out about her since everything happened. You never hear those types of things unless something like this happens, I guess. But yeah, I was just to hear how many lives that she was able to impact, and that she had that people had such a great lasting impression of her and a memory of her. Everyone had such nice things and sweet things to say. She was really a good person.
Hey, Tim,
Yeah.
I gotta ask a question.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Which one?
Bottom.
Oh. Was Maddie an only child?
Yes.
She was. But she had Kaylee and all her other
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
She seemed very popular.
Yeah.
I want to ask, while there's no other situation like this out there, what advice would you give to parents watching that go through such a horrific loss? How do you cope?
I'd say just keep the people that you love close, and yeah, just love each other, and be there for each other, and ask how, just know how each other are doing, and check on each other, and yeah, just the support and constant reminders of how much support I have has been what's gotten me through, and yeah, like I said, the counseling and the sobriety, that's played a huge part for me. So I would say don't go and try and drown out the grief, and let it hit you, and let the feelings hit you, because they're gonna come one way or another, and so it's better to just let them hit you naturally and with a clean mind, so that you can feel what they're trying to impress on us, because those feelings are important, and we have to go through them before we can move on and get on with our life. And so that's, I guess, what I would maybe say.
That's good advice. Ben, if you could describe your daughter in a few words, how would you describe Maddie?
Oh, just bright and funny and just fun. She was a fun person to be around.
You're wearing an angel on you're wearing an angel wing necklace with Maddie's name on it. Tell us the story about the angel wing.
Well, my sister Katie May, Maddie May has her middle name because of my sister Katie May. So, and they had a special connection too. So Katie, my sister, got this, had this made for me, and it says Madison Mogen, and it says love always on the fourth side. And then my mom got me a little silver angel wing to remind me that Maddie's always with me. So I wear those every day, and yeah, that's that and my wedding ring are my only jewelry that I wear.
Yeah. You talked about she's always with you, and you and I chatted about what we would call maybe a wink from Maddie over the last year. Do you feel her presence occasionally?
Yeah, I do, and when I feel that she's looking down on me or that she's there with me, I say it out loud. I say I love you, Maddie, or I say hi, Maddie, or something like that, so that maybe she can know that I'm thinking about her and how often I think about her. There's not a. Yeah, she's always on my heart. And, yeah, so I tell her hi multiple times a day, and maybe she knows.
Yeah. I feel good. Is there anything else that you want to add, Ben? We'll chat more when we walk, but.
Yeah. No, I do want to. Show that card.
Do you have that card?
Yeah.
Is it in your jacket?
Yeah.
Okay.
Think,
Could you grab?
It's just in a book. That's right here.
Could you put the mic over there? Thank you. So what did you bring?
Oh, this is my wife's Halsey poetry book, but
what's this?
I came across this after everything happened, and Maddie gave me this on the last Father's Day that she was here for, and it says, "Happy Father's Day to a dad who has everything: ability, looks, charm, talent, personality, and me. Love you, Dad." But then what she wrote, "Happy Father's Day. I hope you have the best day. I can't wait till we can hang out again soon. I'll be in Coeur d'Alene on the 4th of July. Hopefully we can find a time then. I loved your birthday card you sent me, by the way. Maybe we can see a concert sometime soon. I'd love to see the gorge when it's not so smoky out. I hope you're doing well. I'm proud of how far you've come. Thank you for always encouraging me to do my best. Love you lots and lots, Maddie May." When I found this card, it made me so happy, and I'm so glad that I have it, and I'll just treasure it forever.
I'm sure. Thank you for sharing Father's Days and holidays. Are you finding new ways to enjoy and celebrate those days with Maddie, not by your side?
It's still not something that it'll never feel right without her. I don't think we spend every holiday together, every birthday of hers. I don't know how to do the holidays without her yet.
Yeah. Well, that's very special that you have that.
Yeah, thanks.
Did Maddie, when she was growing up, did she have any nicknames for you, or did she just call you Dad, or?
Yeah, it was just. Yes, I don't think she had any nicknames. My mom. She called my mom Deedle, but I think that was the only nickname.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I was wondering, do we need him to read that one more time?
Because of
I had coverage of everything. I think.
Oh no, I meant the blender turned on halfway through.
Oh, I wasn't even really.
It was fine. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Nicole, did you get a good wide shot onto it? I mean, we can speak.
Sorry, you made me tear up.
I tried so hard not to. I think I did. I don't know how I've been able to. I get emotional so easily now, even a year later, just over things
Yeah.
that normally, just sad things
Yeah.
that normally I would have been fine with, will just make me tear up.
Oh, I know.
When they wouldn't have before.
It'll happen. My sister passed away
Oh.
13 years ago now, and every once in a while I'll talk about her, and
Yeah.
I'll meet someone named Melody, and I'll just feel, they were like, "Why are you crying?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "I can't, it's too much."
The nice thing with me is when I'm crying, no one wonders why. They don't have to ask me why, because it's pretty obvious. It's probably something to do with Maddie,
Yeah. It'll come in waves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Ben, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
We're just getting a live shot of you
Okay.
guys.
Okay. Just keep chatting for a minute.
Yeah,
Okay.
just keep chatting.
So then later on, will we go right from here down there?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We could all, if you're okay with it, we could just ride in one car, because that way, we don't have to find parking or whatever. You said it was dockside?
Well, she worked at the beach house, which is the resort out in a different place. But when she worked at the resort, it was at the infinity pool.
Okay. We don't have to go in there.
I don't think we can.
But maybe just walk around the outside,
Yeah.
It's not raining today for
Yeah,
once.
right.
We got a little break.
Yes.
Can you record this, Nate? What were some of Maddie's favorite things? I actually meant to ask you that. What were some of her favorite things?
She loved the color pink. She loved her pink cowboy hat and cowboy boots. She loved to go out with her friends, and loved live music, and loved to go on road trips, and loved to go on the water. She loved the water and going on boats, and she's always been an outdoorsy kind of girl. And she loved fashion and looking good and doing makeup and hair and nails and stuff like that. She'd do that with her friends and make them all look good. And she liked just spending time with people. She wasn't probably alone very often.
Yeah.
She's real social.
What was it like being a girl dad?
I don't know any other way. My stepdaughter lives with us now. She's 14. I'm pretty used to living with only other females.
Too funny.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded too. I got a bunch of sisters, so I understand.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, for people watching this 1 year later, how do you want them to remember your daughter?
I just want people to remember Maddie as someone who was a good friend and just loved the people in her life, and was loved by those people, and just like to get the most out of life, and don't waste any days,
Thank you, Ben.
Yeah, my favorite memory with Maddie is going to the Mac Miller concert and getting to meet him, and taking her and her friends. They were so happy, and I've just never seen her so happy in my life. And she knew all the words, and they were just jumping and singing to all the lyrics, and that was the happiest I probably have ever been.
If she were here today, what would be the one thing you want to tell her?
Just tell her that I'm just so proud of her, and that she's the reason that I'm even still here. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Ben.
You're welcome. Thank you guys. You guys
Thank
are
you.
it's so great to meet you all.
It's so great to meet you.
All right, so I'm having volume difficulty, so it might be hard for you to hear. So kind of put your head up close if you can. For some reason, they're saying that StreamYard's microphone is having a glitch right now. So I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I'll try to speak up as loud as I can. But that was the father of Madison Mogen. Very, very sad. KREM got to interview him. Let me know your thoughts. I've been reading your comments. I almost teared up. Hearing from the victims' families is very, very sad. You were soft. You can hear me. Yeah, I see the comments. For some reason, there's a glitch on this particular StreamYard for now. What's your thoughts? And, praying for the Mogen family, praying for all the victims' family members. He shared some information, Jake, which was Madison's boyfriend, is now in Spain, teaching in Spain. Madison grew up in Oregon, born in Oregon. Yeah, it's hard to hear. So let me know what you think. I'll be reading your comments. Thanks for watching. Poor guy. Praying for the Mogen family. Praying for all the victims' families here. This really touched me. Very, very, very strong. So I'll be reading the comments. I'm signing off. I'm JLR Investigates. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll talk soon. Stay tuned.